Hello, welcome back to the channel. I'm here in Bangkok at Suvarnabhumi Airport, and I'm going to be flying Japan Airlines, JAL, heading on up to Tokyo tonight in their Premium Economy. Should be a really interesting trip. Why don't you come along? Suvarnabhumi Airport is a big place, and the check-in area has a few things to look at if you're too early to check in, like me. And in each of the check-in areas, there's one of these guys wearing face masks. Well, I got here a bit too early, but I didn't really want to go wandering around Bangkok and getting all sweaty before coming to the airport. I got here, tried to go through security, and my mobile boarding pass doesn't work. I mean, I'm checked in. I've got two different versions, but they don't. So I've got to wait for the Japan desks to open. They should be open at 7 o'clock. For the Haneda flight, but I'm going to Narita, so I'm just going to ask them for a reprint of my boarding passes, and we'll go through and see what the lounge is like here. Sure enough, the check-in desks opened at 7, and I got a proper boarding pass that worked. Security was a breeze. It only took a few minutes, and once through, I set off to find Japan's Sakura lounge. It was pretty quiet when I got there. There's no self-service, everything comes from the central catering station. Food one side, drinks the other. Well, I made it to the Sakura lounge, which is JL's own lounge here in Bangkok. It looks very nice, very smart and straight and Japanese, I suppose you could say. A little bit Norwegian as well in places, but it seems alright. I'm going to try some of the drinks and food. Still got a few hours yet before we take off. I take off at 25 past midnight, so it's going to be a long old night, so I don't want to overdo it in the lounge, otherwise I won't be filming anything on the plane. But yeah, looking forward to this one. I've never been on JAL. If you have, let me know what your experiences are down in the comments, and yeah, we'll see how the night goes. It'll be the longest night ever. Okay, as I'm in Thailand, it might be a Japanese lounge, but they've got Thai beer, a nice bottle of Singer. I was drinking that. And then we've got some Lay's crisps. I think it's Lay's, but they are nori seaweed. So I think it's like a sushi flavoured crisp. I'll have a try of those. See what they're like. No, strange. Not in a bad way, but just strange. A little bit salty. But yeah, they're okay. I'll have them with my Singer. Time passed and the lounge filled up and emptied with the passengers for Haneda. And then it was our turn. Time to go.
Narita. We shortly be waiting for the boarding. Please go to gate B2. Thank you. ผู้โดยสารคะจะพูดที่เป็นที่แจ้งเป็นหนึ่งแบบ
Hello. Thank you. Thank you. Carry on down here. The Premium Economy cabin is behind two business cabins and in front of Economy. The seat itself looked very smart in red and black, and the cabin is laid out in a 2-3-2 formation across 5 rows, giving a total of 35 seats. Well, first impressions coming on JAL 787. The Premium Economy is fantastic. I think it's the best seat in Premium Economy I've ever sat in. There's loads of leg room, a huge table. I'll have a look at that in a bit once we get going, because we haven't took off yet. We're still on the ground. But yeah, I think I'm going to enjoy this flight. It's going to run for about 6 hours up to Tokyo. I'm not sure what the food is. It looks like there's a snack that you can ask for, and then there's some breakfast before we land. We land at about 8 o'clock in the morning, I think, from here, because it's getting on for 12:30 now in Bangkok, where we take off. 6-hour flight, and Japan's 2 hours the other side. I'm getting confused with times, but yeah, we'll see how the flight goes. So it's really good.
異常口や通路に置くことはできません。
Do not place baggage in the aisle or around the exit.
Please remove your placement.
Well, we're up and away from Bangkok, on our way up to Tokyo. So far so good. We've got a nice bottle of champagne to drink in Premium Economy. Yeah, have a look at that. British Airways. Sony noise cancelling headphones, so we'll give those a try, see how they are. And just been looking on the TV as well. So there's quite a lot of films on there. Go right back to the start. It's 13 pages of films. These are the ones with English, so there's a mix of English ones. The Lost City, Spider-Man, No Time to Die, a bit of James Bond, Kingsman. I settled back with my rice snack and champagne and watched some Pirates of the Caribbean. So this is the loo on the JAL 787 that we're on, and it's fantastic. It's huge. It is massive. Can't believe how it is, and it's got some toiletries there. Toiletries there, and a nice sink. But it's also got, it's a Japanese loo, so you don't really need toilet paper. If you've ever used one of these, they are brilliant. They are fantastic. Yeah, you push a button and it does the job for you. Fantastic. I wish I needed to use it now. After a bit of a nap, I awoke on my way to the land of the rising sun, with the sun rising ahead of us, and breakfast was served. So breakfast is minced chicken congee, or as a lady said to me, chicken porridge for breakfast. I've never tried congee before, so this is going to be something new. Let's have a go. That's different. Try some more. I'll eat it. This is the main meal on this flight, because you can have a late night snack. I'll film the menu, but because it sets off so late, it's midnight that we left Bangkok. The main meal is breakfast, and if you want a snack, a late night snack, you can get some noodles. But I didn't bother because I'd had a meal, and I just settled down with a couple of mini bottles of champagne and watched Pirates of the Caribbean. And here's my breakfast. Right, I'm going to tuck in. We'll have a look how I get on. It's quite nice. I've never had congee before. It's like rice porridge with chicken in it. It's not too bad. You could do with a little bit more spice in there for me, but I always want chicken curry anyway. But yeah, it was all right. And I know I've said in the past that you're on an African airline when you get a toothpick. Well, there's one here as well. Yeah, JL is an African airline. I'm joking, but they have toothpicks. But yeah, it's a good spread for breakfast. Okay, now we got a bit of daylight. Let's have a look at the seats, because I would have filmed them last night, but they're black seats, and on a dark night it's not that easy to see anything. But as you can see, you've got the TV in there, which is pretty much fixed really. It doesn't move going down because the seats are in like a shell. So if the person in front reclines, none of this moves. It's just the actual seat mechanism goes forward. That's one good thing, because I know in some premium economy seats they shoot back, and if you've got anything on your table, it's normally all over you when somebody drops their seat back. But yeah, so it's all one shell. The table itself is huge. Look at the size of that. That is massive. It comes out. Huge table. And you get some slippers. They were on the seat last night when I got in here. I might actually take them home. The old kitchen gallery. Yeah, so you can have a late night snack. That's up to you. Just ask for it and they'll bring you some noodles. But then morning time you got what we just had there, the chicken congee, potato salad, fresh salad, yogurt and fruit. Quite nice. And drinks are over this side. And you can see premium economy on JL, you get champagne if you want it. It's quite nice as well. I had a couple of little bottles of that last night. Very good. The JL premium economy amenity kit. You get a moisture mask. If I'd have known that, I'd have put it on. I'll use that for my next flight. I seem to be having nothing but masks all the way through. A nice toothbrush. It's very simple amenity kit. Some earplugs. And an eye mask. That's it. Quite pleased with that. But it's nice, it's alright, it's comfortable. I even sort of managed to turn on my side to sleep. Although the seatbelt was a bit tight doing that way, getting over my hips. Because as they say, your hips don't lie. But it's a beautiful morning over Japan. They call it the land of the rising sun, and we just flown into the rising sun and into Japan. Brilliant. There's the view out the window. That's Japan over in the distance. We crossed near Osaka and then we're going up to Tokyo on our way to Narita. Up there is Mount Fuji. Wings just covering it up now. There's a butler wing. There. Because we're definitely in Japan. We're not far to go now. Put your seatbelts on, put your seat up. Thank you. Bye bye. I had a great flight with JAL. The premium economy seat is one of the best that I've ever had the pleasure of flying in. The cabin crew were fantastic and couldn't do enough for you. The food was good and the whole experience felt, well, premium. Thank you. Bye bye. If you're looking for a premium economy flight and your route allows you, I would give serious consideration to JAL. Right, that's it. Day 5 of my around the world trip completed. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification button so you can be sure you don't miss the rest of the trip. And if you haven't seen the other days, I'll link the playlist at the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. Take care and I'll see you on the next one.